was tape around his mouth, there was tape around his wrist, and his hands were behind his back, and his legs were bound.
Police found 54-year-old Charles Daniel Locke on May 23, 2019, in a state that shocked the community. He was a disabled man who had lived a quiet, law-abiding life. Investigators quickly focused on his neighbor, Kalvin Allison, the last known person to see Charles alive, a man once trusted as a friend, now at the center of a shocking betrayal.
Yeah, that's your boot print right there.
And where's this at?
Right there. That's at the scene where the body's found.
But the interrogation soon takes a darker turn, exposing deception, shifting stories, and a disturbing glimpse into the mind of a man now accused of a horrific crime.
Hey,
What is going on, Kalvin?
I did something bad.
Why?
A man is found at the end of Idlewood Drive in Pensacola, his hands and legs tightly bound with duct tape and his face also covered. The smell brings the police to the scene, where they identify him as Charles Locke from a nearby house. Blood is found inside his home, and evidence points to his neighbor, Kalvin, who's brought in for questioning immediately.
My big concern here is what we have out there is, like I said, items that were consistent with items that were found between both of you guys' yard. Okay? And this is the reason why we have here, we're asking you, trying to come to a bottom of things. And what's difficult for us is, mind you, I know you love your children, you love your wife, okay? And I know your wife's probably worried about what's going on too, very curious. I know she's going through a lot with this probate stuff. Okay? I'm sure she hasn't told your children what's going on, because I'm sure they met Charles and I'm sure they like Charles. Okay? Where we're at and what we're looking at is, I know these are the people that are important to you. Okay? And I know something else happened. Okay? It's what I need is help assisting with what happened to Charles.
I don't know.
Okay. We have a few things that I would like to go over. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The sheetrock that was on your front of your residence. Is there anybody who would have any other access to that?
Anybody come up on the porch, get it from the side of the house. I mean, it's not locked up.
Okay, that's very true. The ties. You've never seen those before.
I'm not sure what I mean, you said twine.
Yeah, twines. I call them ties, you know. You've never seen those before?
No, I don't use them.
Yeah. I didn't know if there was a particular thing. Like I said, I didn't know if there was gardening going on or anything like that.
The only thing we've done is dug that big bush up in our front yard.
Okay. We have some questions of some stuff, and one of these questions will be more related because what these investigators have found. Okay. Investigators obviously did a search warrant on both residences. Okay. I would love for you to help me find out why we have some items of Charles's inside your residence.
Okay.
We have some keys. We have some other items. Is there any particular reason why?
His spare keys he gave us.
Is that why he gave you any spare keys?
In case he lost the other ones.
Okay.
When he lost his wallet, I have his checkbook. He used his checks. He gave me that in case he lost his wallet again.
You have any other items of Charles's inside your house?
No, sir.
So, Charles's cards were stolen. Who's this gentleman to you?
That's E-Rail.
Who's he? Oh, it's Darrell?
E-Rail.
E-Rail.
He says he lives at your house.
He's just been staying there for a few days.
Well, real quick, I'm gonna interject for just a second. I'm gonna let him talk or whatever. All right, Kalvin, I want you to make one thing very clear to you. All right, we don't pull no punches. We don't pull. All right, listen, just hear me out. Okay, we do our homework before we come in here. You don't have no criminal history. All right, the last thing you want to be painted as is a monster, because the only thing we leave in this world is our legacy, right?
Yes, sir.
No matter what you have, it's our legacy.
Yes, sir.
And no matter what you did, how you did it, or whatever, your children, at least your children, I can't speak for your wife, but your children are always going to love you.
Yes, sir.
No matter what. All right? Everything we do is videotaped. There's no secret about that. Okay? So, this is whether Kalvin is this heinous monster.
Having Kalvin in the interrogation room, the detectives don't yell or accuse him. Instead, they use a technique called moral appeal, hitting him where it hurts, turning every question into an emotional trap, and forcing him to face truths he thought he could hide. And this is just the start. The pressure is mounting, and soon Kalvin will find it unbearable to handle.
What we want to know is what happened. We need a story, Kalvin.
Did somebody borrow your boots?
No.
Okay.
Where did this happen?
Where do you think it happened?
I don't know. You said it was in his house.
What was in his house?
You just said he was drugged out of his house.
I said you could see where he was drugged through the yard, and you raked your yard because he was drugged out the back. And it looks like
that's what you just said.
Right. Did you not rake your yard?
Yes, I told him. I've been cleaning the pool
never
up.
told him.
Never told me you were raking
that.
your yard.
Yes, I did. At the very first, when we asked about when I told you about the pool, and I said I've been raking and watering, and the grass isn't growing.
You told me there was a part in the back that doesn't grow, but you never told me you were raking. You said you just moved the pool over.
Yeah, and I said I've been raking and watering, and I can't get the grass to grow.
Kalvin, understand as we sit here, these type of situations get worse and worse, okay? And what we do for a living is, like I said, is bring justice, okay? He has a family. He has sisters. He has kids, okay?
Yes, sir.
You have kids. You have a family.
Yes,
you understand
sir.
if you were put in the same type of situation, how bad it would be and how heartbroken you would be.
Yes, sir.
Especially the way he was found.
Yes, sir.
I need to know what happened over there, Kalvin.
Well, I don't know, sir. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You just kill people?
I don't kill people. I didn't do it.
Who did it then?
I
You
don't
let somebody
know, sir.
borrow your boots and you let somebody borrow your truck? I'll show you right there. There's your boot print. Right there. Let me see the bottom of your boots. Yeah. That's your boot print right there.
And where's this at?
Right there. That's at the scene where the body's found.
You want to show him a picture of the body?
Yeah, I'll show him a picture of the body right now.
You go, Kalvin. This is what Charles looks like today.
That's what decomposition does.
Kalvin, would you want your family found like that?
No.
Sister can't even have a funeral for him because he can't have open casket. They'd have a funeral but no open casket.
Kalvin has a family, a wife and 2 children whom he cares for. The detectives know this and use it, manipulating him with guilt, cutting him with a veneer of kindness. He's on the verge of breaking, heading straight into their trap. When he does, the truth will tear its way to the surface.
I don't think you're a bad person at all, Kalvin. I don't think you're a bad person at all, okay? And I promise you we're not. Let me tell you that, okay? I think something bad went down. And I don't think that's you. I think it was just a situation that turned south.
I didn't do it.
I understand, Charles. Like you said, what we're looking at and everything else is there's just an insurmountable amount of evidence, okay? And even with you going out there to fix a leak, you know what I mean? You use a company truck, sheetrock from your house and bathrooms over there. It has the serial numbers on it are the same. They come from the same lot, okay? Your tire impressions there on your vehicle. Tie straps that are in your yard are out there as well. The tarp, those are tarp that Charles was wrapped up in, is in your trash. Charles's keys, both keys to both vehicles are inside of your house. His checkbook's inside of your house. The board that goes into the bathroom, the tile, is inside. That was in your house at one point. It's out there on the scene. Understand, man, I have to have a side of a story. I have to know what happened over there. I don't want this to go down and know that we all have issues. We may all make mistakes. It could have been an accident. It could have been him coming and attacking you. But I'll never know. But I need to know the absolute truth of what happened. I think you're not a bad guy. I really do. I'm not making this up. I'm not just talking to you to talk to you. Okay? I think something bad happened. I think maybe Charles did something that he wasn't supposed to do. And I think Charles dead because of that. But I'll never know. Because I want to know what happened. And Kalvin, I wish you'd tell me.
I don't know what happened, sir.
Kalvin, I know that you know more than you know.
Well, I don't.
Like I said, Kalvin, imagine you're in the situation with me, okay? Your family, you go missing. You have 2 kids and a wife. And they find you the same way that Charles was found. And we brought Charles in here because, say, he was the suspect. And we sit down with him. These incidents happen, okay? Like I said, I don't think you're a bad person. I just think it was an accident. I think maybe that when it happened, you got nervous. This has never happened to you before because you're not a violent person. And I think that just mistakes were made down the road. Things that could have been, resolved the minute it happened. But I think you got scared. And when you got scared, I think you made an irrational decision and tried to take care of it. I just want to know what led up to it and why it happened. Look at me, Kalvin. Your story is important.
The detectives have Kalvin completely cornered. He's frozen, words caught in his throat. All that's left is a middle-aged man, heavy with regret. But he'll speak. He's already slipping, and once he cracks, the fallout will be swift and irreversible. His words will be raw, emotional, and impossible to ignore.
Important because also you got to think about your children and your wife. You got to think about, does Kalvin have a chance if he doesn't tell his side of the story? And Kalvin had a beautiful opportunity to tell his side of his story. I need to know what happened, Kalvin. Otherwise, we're in a bad situation, buddy. Charles, I know, had some weird habits and stuff. I need to know, did it have anything to do with that? No, listen to your boss, okay? Kalvin, look at me. Tell me what happened, buddy. I ain't here to mess you up or anything, man. I need to know what happened over there.
He tried to kiss me.
Try to kiss you.
Grabbed me. And I pushed him down. I don't think he hit his head on it. I don't know what it was. The blood was coming out.
It's okay, Kalvin.
No, it's not okay.
Look at me. Kalvin. Kalvin. Boss, look at me. I need your side of the full side of the story. So he tried to kiss you. So he came on to you. He hit his head. He started bleeding.
I didn't know what to do.
Just got nervous.
Embarrassed. Why would he do that to me?
What day was this, Kalvin?
Sunday evening.
This happened when you brought the food over?
Yes, sir.
I don't know why he tried doing that either. Because you have a wife and kids. Charles died instantly?
I'm not sure.
Did you just leave?
Yes, sir. I waited there about 5 minutes. He was twitching. And I left.
What did you do next?
I didn't do anything for 2 days. didn't know what to do.
I understand you're scared. I mean, I get it, man. Calvin, you're not by yourself here, okay?
Oh, well, my life is over.
Calvin, look at me.
And now my kids are...
Using this technique, the detectives have broken Kalvin. He's on the edge, a river of tears ready to flow if given the chance. But not yet. There's more to reveal. Kalvin will speak and tell his side of the story, which is as shocking as it is tragic.
I'm going to hand you this first, I'm going to give you some private time, okay? I want you to pour your heart and soul into it, man. Alright, that sound fair? This is the one I want you to write for their family, okay?
Yes, sir.
And this is going to be the one for your wife and kids. I know it's going to be an emotional roller coaster, okay? So you don't have to do any of this, but I understand it brings a lot of closure, okay? I'll be back, alright? I'm going to rip this off. There's just a handful of things we need to go over, okay? And there are only a few more things. I know you've been very open, like I said. I appreciate you telling what happened on your side. There was one thing that caught our curiosity. Charles was bound. You know what I mean? There was tape around his mouth. There was tape around his wrist. And his hands were behind his back. And his legs were bound. Was Charles still alive when you came over?
No.
Why'd you do that?
I couldn't get him to roll up. I had to use that to roll him up.
Why around the mouth?
I don't know.
Did you check if Charles was breathing at all?
He wasn't breathing. He was already swelled up.
Okay. And when Charles was first bound and you put him into that the tarp, how did you get him to your truck without, obviously the neighbors or anybody seeing it?
To the backyard.
Did you put him over the fence? Did you, in that process, because we noticed in the backyard there was a bend, did you rip the tarp a little bit too? And when you were putting it over?
I don't know.
So, when you put him in the tarp, you dragged him through the house, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
And you went to the backyard, dragged him through the backyard, and then you put him over the fence.
Yes, sir.
What about, did you use the other lot, that empty lot next to his house for anything?
No.
When you raked the yard, is there any reason why you raked the yard?
Drag more.
So you dragged him from your backyard?
Through the garage.
Through the garage? And then through the garage to your truck?
At this point in the interrogation, Kalvin finally begins to tell the truth. He was neither a hardened criminal nor impossible to break, but it's his honesty that makes what comes next unbearable. Because the confession he's about to make won't just change the investigation, it'll devastate the person on the other end of the line. Kalvin is certainly not prepared for what's coming, and even as he speaks, he realizes the other person will not react the way he expected, twisting the case into something far more unpredictable.
I know this could be hard for you, but we did have to notify your wife what's going on. But she does want to talk to you. I know you said you didn't want to. It would be hard to. Okay? But I think it's only fair that you talk to her too. I'll make sure that this gets to her. And this will get to the family, okay? I do have to stand in the room though.
It's fine.
You know your wife's number?
You want my phone?
Yeah, that'll work.
Just put it on speaker. I think it's at 602.
5069. Alright, it's me on speakerphone. It's an 850 number, right?
Yes, sir. Hey,
What is going on, Kalvin?
I did something bad.
Why?
I took him the food. When I set it down in the kitchen, He made a pass at me and I pushed him and he fell. Hit his head, blood went everywhere, and I panicked.
Why would you not say something? Like, why would it was an accident, Kalvin?
I don't know, Wendy, I panicked.
Kalvin.
I know, I don't know, Wendy. I'm so sorry for what I'm putting you and the kids through.
Why would you, I don't...
I'm so sorry.
What about Tina?
What about Tina?
Be honest, Kalvin.
I didn't have anything to do with Tina. That was all Billy.
How do you know?
It had to be Billy. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Like, why would you, oh my God, Kalvin, like, why would you not have called 911? It was an accident.
That's what I don't know, Wendy. The blood, and he was moaning.
What do you mean he made a pass at you?
He tried to kiss me.
What? I
don't know. Can I tell her?
Anything you want to tell her?
He's, plays on the other fence. He's a cross-dresser.
But, oh God. So what are you being charged with right now?
I don't know, Wendy. Probably, I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, Kalvin. I'm gonna leave the kids down here. I'm gonna go get your dad and I'm gonna come home, okay?
So,
okay?
Listen. I'm so sorry.
I don't understand this. This is crazy, baby. You made such a bad decision. Like, you've done some stupid, but this is, like, beyond stupid. I don't understand why you would put us in jeopardy like that. It was an accident.
I don't either. But I love y'all. I'm so sorry.
You too.
I'm so sorry.
Kalvin's most human side shows when he speaks quietly to his wife during the interrogation. He was a happily married man, devoted to his family before the crime. But behind the calm exterior, greed took over, leading him to kill a disabled neighbor for money. Now, as the weight of his actions sinks in, remorse begins to show, marking the tragic fall of a man once seen as a friend.
So
You can tell her.
when will they know? When can I find anything out?
I'll give her a call here
The
shortly.
detective will call you shortly.
Okay.
You want to say goodbye now? Because
I love you. I've got to go. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Okay.
I love you.
Bye. Oh my God.
Want some more water, Kalvin?
I just... Why?
I only have one last question for you, Kalvin. And obviously this is how help us piece together everything. I know you're going through a real hard moment right now, okay? But when you pushed Charles, where did he actually hit his head at, though, in there?
It had to be the coffee table right there.
And then you said he rolled over?
He rolled over, and was moaning. He rolled over, and his legs were twitching, and then they stopped. That's when I left. I ran. I went home. I ran in the house. My wife was in there, and Cassie was on the phone. And she said, "Is everything okay?" And I just went and sat in the bathroom.
Well, make sure she gets this, okay? It's not going to be the last time you hear from your wife, alright?
What?
It's not going to be the last time you hear from your wife or kids, okay? So, understand that? You want me to throw that away for you, by the way?
Yeah, I
they-
started in it.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You want to hand me that, too? You want more water?
Maybe. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Like I said, man, this won't be the last time you hear from your wife and kids. Okay? Alright? I'll be back, okay, boss?
Yes, sir.
Also, one last formality here. Because obviously everything we say, we want to make sure we understand that intent and purpose and everything else. And I have to make sure everything was sworn. Alright? Do you mind raising your right hand for me? You swear and affirm everything you told me is the absolute truth, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
I know you are.
So sorry.
I don't doubt for 1 second you are, man. Okay?
Even if it was just to extract a confession, the detectives have shown an incredible amount of humanity in the interrogation. But the law cannot show mercy. A life has been taken, and Kalvin will pay the price. No confession, no measure of remorse can erase what he has done.
I overheard the conversation with your wife, okay? Something about Tina.
Her cousin was staying with us and was found at one of our friends' house. They were strung out on...
What's Tina's last name? Just so we know.
Tina Gavach.
And was that reported, obviously, to us?
Yes, we gave statements and everything. I gave DNA, all that.
And who did you say did that? I know you said it was somebody else.
Well, it was found on Billy Carter's land.
And law enforcement, see, I'm not familiar with that case. When did that happen?
That was years ago.
Okay.
It was in Oklahoma.
Oh, so it's not even here.
Yeah, it was in Carter County.
Okay. And you were living up there, obviously?
Yes.
At the time. Okay. Gotcha. They ever resolved that case?
I don't know what's happened with it. I know they were filing charges on Billy. That's the last that we heard. It was a cousin from the other side of Wendy's family.
Gotcha. And I know this is probably killing you. Okay? I just gotta ask you one more thing, okay? And that's it, will be finalized. It's important that we know exactly, how this went down. Exactly. To every little fine detail. When you came over there Sunday, he invited you in. You said there's about 10 minutes.
Come in. I had the food. Come on in. Go in the door. Someone set it down in the kitchen. Go around the corner like this to his kitchen, right? Set the food down. And I come around, and he's standing right there and just leans in right at me, real close. And I just went like that.
Did he ever touch you?
He had his hands like this around me, coming at me like this.
Did he already grab you or touch you? Or
no, as he got right here is when I pushed him.
And then so, excuse me 1 second, I had to send a message off to the guy. So as he's coming in to kiss you, and he has the hands around you, you said you pushed him with both hands? Was there any punches or anything like that, or just push?
Just like this, like, get off me.
Did you say anything to him while you did it?
Get off, get off.
He just fell back?
Everything's like this. Like that.
Are you absolutely sure that Charles was dead?
I don't know. He quit moving.
I meant on the day you came back.
Oh, yeah.
You obviously in our position and what we do for a living here at the sheriff's office, especially in this division, it's very peculiar, as you can admit if you were in my shoes, that he was bound from behind. Unless you were worried he was a zombie,
that's how I could wrap him up. He was like this. I couldn't get... So I just taped his arms and his legs up to where he'd be small like this, to where I could roll him over.
Did you check for a pulse on Charles?
It was... The smell was there. There was nothing there.
Was there a lot more blood when you came back?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much. There was just a little bit when I was there.
Kalvin Allison was convicted of second-degree murder on October 11, 2019. The trial presented clear evidence: duct tape bindings, the tarp wrapping, and materials matching those found in Allison's home. Surveillance and bank records showed Kalvin Allison withdrew money from Locke's account shortly after the death. He was also convicted of grand theft and tampering with evidence. Sentencing followed in November 2019, with Allison receiving life in prison plus additional years for the other crimes.